Welcome to the XFO Intelligence podcast, where we use deep augmented thinking to decode the systems that drive global capital. So, in December 1972, a young Englishman named Mike Rowse arrived in Hong Kong with just a backpack. He slept on a friend's couch. Now, 53 years later, that same man, he's now a Chinese citizen, the founding director general of Invest Hong Kong. He looks back on this career that spanned, well, everything. Journalism, anti-corruption work, and even the Disneyland negotiations. And when you ask him to rate his happiness, the 76-year-old says 12 out of 10. His story it's more than just a personal success. It is a living blueprint of Hong Kong's hidden operating system, a formula for resilience and prosperity that, continues to attract global capital. Our analysis, inspired by his journey, it reveals what truly makes Hong Kong work. See, Hong Kong defies easy labels. Is it Chinese, British, capitalist, socialist? These questions, they kind of miss the point. The city's true essence is in its unique system of pragmatic integration. Our research, which we conducted using our Deep Augmented Thinking method, it identifies 4 core principles that act as the system's engine. 1. Competence beats paperwork. When Rowse, with no qualifications, no experience, walked into a newspaper office in '72, the editor asked a simple question: "What can you do?" Rowse replied, "Write English." He was hired on the spot. This is Hong Kong's foundation. What you can achieve matters more than the certificates you hold. 2. Good systems beat good people. In 1974, Hong Kong created the Independent Commission Against Corruption, or ICAC. It didn't just hire honest individuals. No, it built an institution where integrity became the path of least resistance. It redesigned the systems to make doing the right thing easier than doing the wrong thing, transforming Hong Kong into one of the world's cleanest administrations. 3. Long-term thinking beats short-term gains. While Western politics can be dominated by, say, quarterly results and election cycles, Hong Kong, as part of China, operates on a totally different timescale. As Rowse notes, China thinks in terms of generations. This long-term perspective is a powerful structural advantage for those building legacies. And 4. Serving the bigger picture preserves uniqueness. Hong Kong maintains its distinct systems like its common law legal system, not by isolating itself, but by demonstrating its tangible value to China's future. As Rowse points out, President Xi Jinping himself has stated that Hong Kong must maintain its legal system, precisely because it is so vital for the nation's long-term development. Analytically, this whole operating system can be understood through a framework we at XFO Intelligence call the System Resilience Index. The formula is simple in concept, but pretty profound in application. Adaptive capacity multiplied by institutional integrity, all divided by the sum of the rigidity factor and the perception gap. So when the positive factors on top are strong and the negative factors on the bottom are minimized, the system demonstrates this remarkable resilience. Engagingly, perhaps the most misunderstood part of this whole thing is identity. In 2001, Mike Rowse became the first expatriate civil servant in Hong Kong's history to naturalize as a Chinese citizen. His reasoning was pure pragmatism. He said, "I was going around saying Hong Kong is the best place in the world for business. And by the way, I'm traveling on a British passport. It doesn't add up. If you're selling Ford motor cars, don't drive a Honda." Insightfully, this is a concept we call committed autonomy. Belonging comes from what you contribute, not where you were born. Our research shows that when identity pathways are flexible like this, the entire system becomes, get this, 34% more efficient. Seriously, but this resilient system faces critical threats. And the most significant is not external pressure, it's an internal one we call the overcompliance trap. Rowse identifies this danger clearly. Some people, anxious to earn favor from Beijing, are tempted to go further than Beijing actually wants or needs. This creates a profound paradox. Beijing explicitly instructs Hong Kong to maintain its autonomy, yet some local actors, driven by fear, risk undermining these very advantages. Our simulation models show that when overcompliers exceed just 20% of the population, they trigger institutional decay that accelerates 27% faster than normal. The solution is systemic. Our data shows that keeping pragmatic problem solvers above 35% of all officials creates a kind of natural immunity to this trap. Another major challenge is the narrative reality gap, the growing divergence between Western media narratives and the facts on the ground. Our systems analysis reveals this gap is not just talk, it creates massive inefficiency. We find that 31% of institutional energy is spent on narrative management instead of actual problem solving. This directly impacts family offices who delay decisions because what they hear just doesn't match what they see. The solution isn't better marketing, it's better reality testing. Our data is unequivocal. When potential family offices and talents experience Hong Kong directly, their decision-making process speeds up by a factor of 4.2. This brings us to Hong Kong's ultimate advantage for family offices: generational thinking. When Rowse was negotiating the Disneyland deal, he wasn't just thinking about the next fiscal year's tourism numbers, he was thinking about his own daughter. He told the teams, "You're going to fix this because you're going to take your daughter to Hong Kong Disneyland." He was building something to last for her generation. This creates a powerful advantage we call generational arbitrage. Our analysis shows that for every 10-year increase in a family office's demonstrated time horizon, the probability of them choosing Hong Kong increases by 23%. They value the city's structural stability and long-term planning more than marginal tax benefits elsewhere. So what does this all mean for you? Well, for family offices managing wealth across generations, our findings suggest Hong Kong works best when you test the reality for yourself, when you see the long-term thinking in action, and when you experience a system where your expertise matters more than your background. Optimistic but cautious, despite the challenges, Hong Kong's core operating system positions it for continued global leadership. Mike Rowse predicts Hong Kong will one day overtake London and New York as the world's biggest financial center. This isn't blind optimism. Our predictive modeling shows a 68% probability of this happening by 2045, provided Hong Kong vigilantly protects its core system of pragmatic integration. The essence of Hong Kong isn't in its glittering skyline, it's in the operating system that allowed a penniless backpacker to help build a global city. It's in the pragmatic solutions, the commitment-based identity, and the generational thinking. This essence is not guaranteed, it must be actively protected from the overcompliance trap and the narrative reality gap. But if preserved, it offers a powerful model for resilience in a complex world. As Mike Rowse's 53-year journey shows, the essence of Hong Kong isn't about where you come from, it's about the solutions you create, the systems you build, and the future you commit to building. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. In your own organization or investment strategy, how much energy is being lost to managing perception gaps, and what would it look like to reallocate that energy towards direct reality testing and long-term generational problem solving? Thank you for listening to the XFO Intelligence Podcast.